It's been an emotional few days in Washington, D.C. for some of our local veterans. 23 ABC's Danielle Kernkamp tells us how the men on Honor Flight 38 are feeling after seeing the memorials built in their honor.
Good morning. This group of veterans has been busy, but yesterday made all the traveling that we did well worth it. These men made 8 different stops between breakfast and dinner so they could see how our nation's capital is honoring them. We started the day with the sunrise and a hearty breakfast before hopping on the bus. We had a police escort all day, which made the drive to our first stop at the U.S. Capitol much quicker. A couple veterans told me this was their favorite part of the day. Kern County Congressman Kevin McCarthy stopped by to talk about the history of the building and shake every veteran's hand. After 2 hours there, we traveled to the Navy Memorial, where Mike Marin, a Vietnam veteran, said his first thoughts were about those who came before him.
I got drafted during Vietnam, and when I think through the power of my mom's prayers, I was, for the most part, out of harm's way. A lot of them didn't come back. A lot of them came back, again, less than whole. And, you know, those are the ones that I feel their presence here, those that really paid the price.
Our next destination was the World War II Memorial, which was only built 15 years ago. We have 6 World War II veterans on this trip, and all of them say they were very impressed.
I didn't think I'd ever live this long.
Yeah, right.
Edward Schuler, a World War II veteran, was able to view the memorial with his son.
Someone did a great job. It means a lot. I probably wouldn't be here today if it weren't for him.
You bring him here and it's just amazing. The people come that have never met my dad and just thanking him for the service that he had. It just touches your heart. Women to come up, give him little kisses on the cheek, you know, stuff. But they get it. They see U.S. Navy World War II and there's an immediate appreciation.
After moving on to lunch at the FDR Memorial, Honor Flight 38 bussed to the Korean War Memorial, all the while being thanked for their service.
Thank you.
Our next stop was emotional for everyone. Armando Solis, a Vietnam veteran, led us to the Vietnam Memorial. It was the first time he was able to see his brother's name on that wall. He placed a wreath near his name, calling this experience a new chapter in his life.
It's not closure. There's never closure. This is a new chapter. I can move on. His daughter, my niece, can now move on knowing that we've all been here to take part of it. This was the pinnacle of honor to be able to represent Kern County.
We stopped at a few smaller memorials on our way to the National Mall. When we made it to the top of the Lincoln Memorial, Honor Flight 38 received a resounding round of applause. There have been so many memorable moments during this trip. One of them that sticks out is just how moved these 16 veterans are by the younger generation. Many young students here on field trips going out of their way to shake these men's hands and thank them for their service. Our next stop today is Arlington National Cemetery after breakfast, where we will see the changing of the guard. We'll, of course, bring you coverage of that as well. In Washington, D.C., Danielle Kernkamp, 23 ABC, connecting you.
All right, and tonight you can help welcome back our heroes. They're scheduled to land at Meadows Field at about 8:30. You're encouraged to come out and welcome them back. All of the men who went on Honor Flight 38.